back. So, in order to keep this video a little bit short, we need to just jump into the content, because today I was in Oslo training with Marius, Ifbb Pro, Marius Brown. So, he actually wanted to pause a little bit before we started training today. Nothing I'm, used to doing, so it was a cool way to start the workout. And actually, the gym was very hot, so I sweated. I did one round, he did one round, then we had a round together, and it was so hot. We both started sweating like crazy. Me more than him, of course. And as you can see, he's clearly in one of the best off-season shapes I've seen in many bodybuilders. So he's walking around looking like this. He did very little effort to look as good as he did today. So and of course he looks a lot better in person than he do on my camera. So like I said, I posed, he posed, then we did a couple of poses together. And it was a little bit of tight space just because the lighting is not that great, so we ended up standing with a window like we did last time. But this time, standing next to each other, the space becomes a problem. So in order not to stand on top of each other, I became standing behind him, and it is what it is. So he looks very good. And I would love to see him on stage, in the near future, really. So he told me, if you like this video and you get 100 likes, he'll be on stage in Romania. Oh, he didn't tell me that, but like the video, and I know he will notice. And he should absolutely do a couple of shows, probably a year. Every year he should do shows. It looks very good. After posing, we did back, and today we did his style of training, which is lots and lots of volume. He trains in a way that he sets up these kind of supersets. So every movement you see, the first 3 ones, is I think 3 or 4 movements, like a superset, or almost like a circle training, where it goes from exercise to exercise to exercise and back to the first one again. And this creates a lot of blood in the muscle, and it was really good. I had a great pump right away, even though I sweated a lot. And as you can see in the video, my gray t-shirt became dark gray because of sweating, and that's not usually something that happens to me because I don't sweat a lot. So it was obviously a lot to do with the temperature and the air in the building, but also the style of training. So high intensity with a lot of volume. I know intensity is not like this it's a different type of intensity, so keep that in mind. Then we moved on to another 4 exercises and went back and forth, and we finished up with a couple of exercises just to open up a little bit. So I don't think we filmed all of it, but did just like a couple of dips, like a dip machine to open up the shoulders a little bit and contract the traps, and a couple of pull downs variation and things like that. But all in all, very cool to be working out with him and see his style of training. And for the future we will get together and talk a lot more. But in the beginning of this channel, we need to just keep the videos a little bit shorter. So if you like what you see and you want Marius back on the channel, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I promise you, he will be back, no matter what, of course. But of course he and I won't like to see that people like what we do. And when it comes to Marius as a person, and he being able to do this for me is very, very nice of him, because I've never done anything for him to make him owe me in any way. So for him to do this on my schedule, and the day I want, and do what I want and all that, very, very cool. Nice, very nice to see somebody that's at his level being that supportive to an amateur. And we'll talk a lot about his way of thinking when it comes to training, and his way of living when it comes to life in general. But until then, watch a little bit more training and subscribe to the channel.
Skittungt det. Det er det. Faen, jeg som bløder. Shit, det er vanskelig. Mage.
Bra. Fy faen.